Played a hard-hit ground ball up the middle field. He throws on the run and throws out Grabsky for out number 1. Sensational play by the Pitt second baseman for the first out of the inning. Had to range a long way to go get that one and then throw while his momentum was carrying him away. And that is out number 1 here in the third. Here is Jesus Pacheco coming to the plate for the first time today, and the first pitch he sees is a foul ball out of play. Now a chance to actually introduce you to the new pitcher, David Ferguson, a 6'6", 220-pound freshman right-hander from Downingtown, Pennsylvania, making his collegiate debut. The 0-1. And Pacheco sees a breaking ball called a strike on the outside corner. Pacheco took a little lap outside of the box, back in, 0-2, breaking ball, check swing off the plate, and then off Pacheco, and a dead ball. Top of the order awaiting on deck for Jacksonville. And a fresh baseball for Ferguson on the mound. The 0-2. Pacheco with another foul ball as he continues to battle the freshman. Settling into college baseball. Started 2 games opening weekend at the Keystone. One of a handful of freshmen getting introduced to the game here this week. Jackson Grabsky over at third this inning. The 0-2. Good eye and takes a slider down and away for ball 1. Pacheco picked up his first career RBI on Sunday. The 1-2. Fouls another one out of play to the right side. Put a ball in play and tied the game up for Jacksonville with his RBI ground out. The right-handed swinging second baseman back in now as Ferguson gets his sign and comes home with the 1-2. Another breaking ball well outside, and Pacheco has evened up the count. This is a nice little at-bat for the freshman. Spoiled a few pitches, waiting for his. See if he can get something he can handle here from fellow freshman Ferguson on the mound. 2-2. Fastball down and in. Full count. Base is empty, 1 out. In the bottom of the third inning, Jacksonville trying to get something going. Dolphins have had just 1 base runner thus far in this ball game, a Tommy Joseph single back in the first. Payoff pitch. And another foul ball by Pacheco into the Jacksonville dugout. 9th pitch of the at-bat coming. Another payoff pitch. And a slapper to the right side. Off 2 hops. Yanni has it from the edge of the outfield grass onto first. And there is out number 2. So Ferguson wins the battle, and it was a battle with Pacheco. And with 2 outs and the bases empty, the lineup flips over for the first time tonight for Jacksonville. And Ruben Samayan, who's 0 for 1, gets back into the box. Even though that didn't end up in a hit or anything. That's the kind of at-bat that you can build off of as a young guy. And learning a little bit, seeing some pitches, being patient. First pitch to Samayan, and the lefty takes a fastball outside for ball one. Rubin looking for his first hit of the day. Jacksonville looking for its first hit since the first. Trailing 3-0 on the scoreboard. In the bottom of the third, the 1-0. Sharply hit, but right at the shortstop Franks, who doesn't even have to move to record out number 3. And the Dolphins down in order in the third. We're through 3 here at John Sessions Stadium. Pitt on top, 3-0. You're listening to Jacksonville University Baseball from Van Wagner on the Jacksonville Dolphins Sports Network.
Fans, whether you're a small business or a big...
Out here, we charge into the heartland with Mountain Dew. Out here, there's no rush hour, just the rush of flying wide open on glassy water at 5 a.m. with your first dew in hand. And there's no spin class, just bright green spinner bait that ironically matches your second dew. Out here, we don't just play big buck hunt, we hunt actual big bucks. And out here, the best road is off-road, and the color of your truck is mud. Out here, it's dew.
Nothing beats the power and excitement of live events like Ticket Smarter. If you are looking to buy tickets to the best sports, concerts, and theater events, all at the very best price, look no further than Ticketsmarter.com or in the app. With every ticket transaction made at Ticketsmarter.com, TicketSmarter will donate $1 to the St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. TicketSmarter is proud to be the official ticket resale partner of Jacksonville University Athletics. Download the app today. TicketSmarter, a smarter way to buy tickets. Garistazu has pitched the last inning and a third for Jacksonville. And he is back out there again to work another inning here as he takes over, or he faces the top of the order for the first time here tonight. Duff, Popa, Hess up this inning. The last 3 that Garistazu has not pitched to so far. 3-0. Pitt leads as we head to the 4th inning. Here on this Tuesday night, first midweek contest of the year for either team as we continue opening week in college baseball 2021. Garistazu's first offering to the leadoff man, Duff, and a delayed called strike 1. Garistazu comes home. Breaking ball stays up to even the count at a ball and a strike. Adrian Garistazu, a good tale in perseverance and hard work. A guy who came in, really didn't see the field at all as a freshman. Pitched sparingly as a sophomore, the 1-1. Down and away. Took a change up there, and it's 2-1. Saw his role increase a little bit more last season in the shortened season. The 2-1. Fastball on the outside corner for strike 2. And now figures is, well, one of several. Several might not even be the right term. He's part of a plethora of left-handers out of the bullpen this year, and there may be a different role for him, perhaps a spot starter, perhaps a midweek starter, perhaps a guy who can go in a situation like this in which head coach Chris Hayes says, hey, man, go get me some innings. And he has done this at quick pitching here and unable to get strike 3 called as he quick pitched Duff and just missed up a little bit, I think, full count. But he has managed to find ways to continue to improve his level of pitching over the years. Misses upstairs, ball 4, and a leadoff walk to Duff to start the 4th.
Betting for Pitt right fielder, Nico Popa.
Here's Nico Popa, already up for the third time today. Popa has double, driven in a run, and drawn a walk. He was stranded at third 2 innings ago. There have been quite a few hits, quite a few walks, a hit batsman, and some rather long innings here in the early going of this one. We are a little over an hour in, and in the top of the fourth. Garistazu comes home, and Popa goes around on a check swing. Strike one. Tried to lay off of a high fastball. Duff has been on base twice today, doubled and now walked. Does not have a steal yet. A throw over to first to check on him. He's back in safely. Panthers picked up their second stolen base of the year here tonight when Anderson swiped a bag in the second. Bryce Hewlett also has a steal this year to his credit. The 0-1. Grounded foul toward the Jacksonville on deck circle. 0-2. Popa's on-base percentage, .500 coming into this game, has only gone up as he's been on twice. Now an 0-2 pitch. Little high Heffron out of his crouch to make sure that Duff wasn't taking off. 1 ball, 2 strikes on the 2-hole hitter, the right fielder for Pitt here tonight, Popa. Garistazu looking for that first out of the inning. The 1-2. Strike 3 called. And I think he just froze up Popa on that one because that ball looked right down Broadway.
For the Panthers.
First strikeout of the ball game for Adrian Garistazu, his 4th of the year, and it's the first out of the 4th inning. Here comes Kyle Hest, the left fielder. Drove in a run with a single back in the second, the last run to go up on the board to push it to a 3-0 Pitt advantage. They're out hitting Jacksonville right now 5-1. Runner on first, and a throw over to check on him. No tag applied on that short arm shot put throw from Adrian Garistazu over to first. Long look to first base, and Garistazu delivers. High bouncing ball towards second. First base, and Garistazu delivers. High bouncing ball towards second baseman. Pacheco looks to second, no play there, on to first, and no play there either as Hess beats it out, hustling down the line. A Baltimore chop that went sky high. Pacheco, and maybe just a half-second hesitation to look to second base, might have cost him the opportunity at first. Hess, who runs well, may have beat it anyway. And an infield single as everything is coming up Panthers tonight. Runners at first and second, 1 out. And here is Ron Washington Jr., also on base already twice tonight, thanks to a single and a walk. Garistazu from the third base side of the rubber. Turns and throws back to second, and Pacheco had to wear that one off the Dolphins across his chest in order to make sure that ball that bounced didn't end up in center field. Now the first pitch to Washington. Off speed, called strike 1 at the top of the zone. Mentioned before, Washington not related to the former Major League Baseball skipper and current third base coach for the Atlanta Braves. Braves were on Washington, though he does hail from Texas. Houston native takes a fastball at the knees for a strike, 0-2. Came into the season having played in 109 games and started all but 3 of them. All ACC third team in 2018, all freshman honoree. He has been a very productive player in his tenure in the Steel City. Runners at first and second, 1 out. 3-0 Pitt, top of the 4th. 0-2 from Garistazou, and it's fouled out of play to the right side. Washington with some power won the MLB Junior Select Home Run Derby while he was in high school. Played on the Team USA U15 team as well. The 0-2 again, and a breaking ball misses down and in. Pitt in its 3rd year under the leadership of Mike Bell. Long-time assistant at Florida State under Mike Martin. The 1-2 pitch. Checks his swing on a breaking ball just a little outside, now 2-2. And you can already start to see a little bit of that influence that Bell took from his time in Tallahassee up to Pittsburgh, as he tries to build this thing in that style. And of course, Pittsburgh's still sort of adapting to ACC life in that regard. A lot different playing ACC baseball than Big East baseball, as a breaking ball misses down and in, full count. The ACC, year in, year out, one of the premier leagues in college baseball, and expects to be no different this year. From 0-2 to 3-2, Washington has worked the count full. 2 on, 1 out. Garistazou's payoff pitch. Fastball that is clubbed out into left center field. That is in for a base hit. Rounding third and heading home, Duff. The throw goes into third to hold the runner from advancing there. An RBI single, second of the night for Ron Washington Jr., and it's 4-0 Pittsburgh. Panthers have posted a run in 3 of the 4 innings so far here tonight.
David Yanni.
Runners at first and second still with just 1 out. And David Yanni, the 5-hole hitter, climbs into the box for the 3rd time this evening. He has been hit by a pitch and popped up to the catcher Corey Heffron to end the 2nd. Hess at second, Washington at first, and the lefty Garistazou comes set. Action in the Jacksonville bullpen as the first pitch comes home and misses upstairs with a heater. 32 pitches so far out of the bullpen for Adrian Garistazou tonight, who has thrown an inning and 2/3 of relief. A lefty getting loose down the left field line for Jacksonville, inside that Cost Pavilion. The 1-0, swung on and missed. A well-executed slider there. Ball and a strike to Yanni. Yanni hitting just 182 this season, just 2 hits in 11 at-bats. Another breaking pitch. This one misses low, moves the count to 2 balls and a strike in favor of the Panther batter. Yanni last year hit an even 315 starts, going 18 for 60. 6 doubles and a long ball, driving in 14. On base percentage of .400 a season ago. The 2-1. Fastball catches the outside corner for strike 2. Adrian Garistazu has put 2 strikes on all but one of the batter he has faced this inning. 4 of the 5 now he has faced. All but one of them have reached so far. We'll see if he can break that trend here with Yanni. It's a 2-2 count with runners at first and second and 1 gone. Could use a big out here. And he deals. And a fly ball down the left field line, tailing toward foul territory, and that lands on top of the Cost Pavilion. You know, I always wonder about, in the game of basketball, for example, a team hits a couple of shots early. They start to feel comfortable. Then maybe some contested looks start going down because they've gotten in that rhythm. If a team can get comfortable at the plate early in a baseball game, you have to imagine that carries over as well. Now, as Jacksonville executes some more quality pitches, Panther batters have been doing a really nice job of laying off the right ones, spoiling the right ones. 2-2, way inside. Did it grab a piece of the pant leg of Yanni? It did not. Didn't miss by much, full count. But this is a Pitt group that has looked locked in since the opening batter. And it has shown. They have 7 hits. They have more than that in base runners total here tonight, and a 4-0 lead with runners on first and second and just 1 out in the top of the 4th. Payoff pitch, ball 4 high. Bases loaded for the second time tonight.
Now batting first base.
And here is Bryce Hewlett, who singled on the first pitch he saw in his last at-bat. That led off the 3rd. And here comes head coach Chris Hayes out of the dugout again, and he wastes no time before indicating, I want the lefty out of the pen. That's it for Adrian Garistazu tonight, responsible for the men on first, second, and third. 1 out in the top of the 4th. A new arm coming in to try and mitigate the damage for Jacksonville. 4-0. Pitt leads it. You're listening to Jacksonville University Baseball from Van Wagner on the Jacksonville Dolphins Sports Network. Calling all Little Dolphin fans to join the Duncan Kids Club. With free or VIP memberships, kids can enjoy free admission to games, post-game clinics, access to exclusive sponsorship deals and coupons, as well as video content from JU Athletics, stickers, a poster, and much more. Sign up online in the Fan Zone tab of JUDolphins.com. Follow @DuncanDolphin on Twitter. Duncan Kids Club. Join today.
WB Mason helps you do business. How? By delivering what your business needs where you need it. With a wide range of products from janitorial, furniture, break room products, office products, shipping supplies, food service items, and much more, WB Mason delivers. That's why you see us everywhere. Call or email today to see how you can save more with JU discounted pricing. WB Mason, the official office supply provider of Jacksonville University.
Tyler Nauman gets the call in from the pen. Second consecutive left-hander used by head coach Chris Hayes for Jacksonville here tonight. And he inherits a bit of a pickle. Base is full of Panthers. Nauman making his second appearance of the season. He threw 4 innings of relief on Saturday, allowing 3 hits, 1 run. Struck out 3, walked 1. Nauman, the local boy from just down the road, Terry Parker High School here in Arlington. Played 2 seasons at Florida State College of Jacksonville before coming to the other side of Beach Boulevard and ending up here at Jacksonville University, close to home. One of Jacksonville's better relievers a year ago. We'll see what he's got here facing off against Bryce Hewlett, the first baseman, with the bases loaded. Down at third, a little deeper on the right side with the lefty at the plate. First pitch is hit on the ground toward short. Jalila underhands onto Pacheco. Relay onto first. Not in time. A one-hopper into Coypel as Pacheco tried to get everything he could on that slow-developing potential double play. And while Jacksonville gets one, Pitt gets one more run as Hess comes home to score on the RBI ground out from Hewlett.
Riley Wash.
He's at first on the fielder's choice. Yanni is cut down 6-4, 2 gone, and here is Riley Wash. Wash, that is. Runners at the corners and 2 outs. Wash 0 for 2. Strikeout and a 5-4-3 double play he grounded into. Time called by Wash. Jalila to the edge of the outfield grass at short as the first pitch comes into the right-handed swinging Wash, who takes at the knees for strike 1. Outfield pretty straight up. Coypel holding the runner on first. Some open real estate to the right side. The 0-1 swung on and missed. Upstairs, and he went chasing, and it's 0-2 quickly on Wash. Nauman bent at the waist, getting the signs from Heffron before setting and dealing. 0-2 pitch. Fastball a little bit high for ball 1. Nauman was one of just a few left-handers in the pen last year. One of a glut of them here this year. The 1-2 pitch is popped up, a breaking ball into the infield. Behind the bag at second, Jalila over from short. Reaches above his head, secures it, and that is the final out of the 4th. 2 more for Pitt in the 4th inning. It's now a 5-0 lead for the Panthers as we head to the home half. Jacksonville bringing Jalila, Joseph, and Coypel to the plate when we return. You're listening to Jacksonville University Baseball from Van Wagner, the Jacksonville Dolphins Sports Network.
With Sport Travel. Play the world's best golf.
While the world is staying home, the need to save lives never stops. Those of us who are part of the Baptist Health family know that the work we are called to do has never been more important than right now. So, to everyone who has made sacrifices, big or small, in order to continue serving our community, thank you, Baptist Health, the official health care provider of the Jacksonville Dolphins.
Doubletree by Hilton Jacksonville Riverfront resides on the south bank of the St. Johns River in downtown Jacksonville. Doubletree is where an exceptional locale blends with an array of amenities, personable service, and a better night's sleep. When we're not napping in our Lux bedding, you can probably find us relaxing by the riverfront pool, jogging along the Riverwalk, or sipping a cocktail at our on-site Roots Chris Steakhouse. Doubletree by Hilton Jacksonville Riverfront, a proud partner of the Jacksonville Dolphins.
Bottom of the 4th we go. Jacksonville bringing 2, 3, and 4 to the plate here this inning. Dakota Jalila leading things off 0 for 1 so far on the day. Out for a second inning of relief work. Ferguson toes the rubber And a first pitch swinging, a tailing fly ball out into the gap in right center field that Anderson tracks down for out number 1. Well struck off the bat of Jalila.
Now batting, Dolphin left field.
But good
Tommy
coverage out in
Joseph.
center by Anderson to take away any hope at a base hit there. First pitch to Tommy Joseph. Swinging left-handed again is taken outside for a ball. He is the lone hit for Jacksonville this evening, a single back in the first, the 1-0. Ball 2 called as it stays high and outside. Two-0. That time called a strike. Ferguson just staying away from Joseph, trying to pound that outside corner, and finally got one to hit. Two and one, same spot. A little bit outside that time, perhaps, for ball number 3. Three-one pitch in at the letters with a heater and a full count to Tommy Joseph, Jacksonville's 3-hole hitter. Looking for his second hit of the night. Ferguson has been good in release so far, has not allowed a base runner, comes home with the payoff pitch and misses low for ball 4. There's the first. Tommy Joseph draws a walk. He's put together 2 good plate appearances here tonight. And here comes Christian Coypel. Coypel struck out looking to end the first.
First baseman, Christian Coypel.
Coypel now 3 for 12 this year. 1 hit in each of the first 3 games. That one nearly skipped out of the mitt of Wash behind the plate. Excellent job snow coning it to prevent the wild pitch and potentially Joseph from moving into scoring position. Run first. Jacksonville's first base runner since the first, and here is Coypel ahead in the count 1-0. Looking for a pitch he can handle and drive as Jacksonville trails 5-0 in the bottom of the 4th. Ferguson fires and misses upstairs off speed. Deep breath for Ferguson. Quick glance to first base. Another comes home with a 2-0. Well outside for ball 3. So Ferguson walks Joseph on a full count. And now falls behind Coypel 3-0. Corey Heffron on deck. The freshman Ferguson. 3-0 pitch. Low for ball 4. And Jacksonville has a pair of base runners and a man in scoring position. And time called. And a visit to the mound for the first time tonight for Pitt. And if you're Jacksonville, gotta look at just chipping away, bit by bit. The beauty of baseball, sometimes the curse, but in this case the beauty, is that there is no clock. There is no time telling you when it is over. It is over when all 27 outs have been recorded. So, in that case, Corey Heffron, guys after him, no point in going up there trying for the 5-run home run. That's not even possible. Nice at-bats by Tommy Joseph, Christian Coypel.
Dolphin catcher,
See if he can find something to handle here. Heffron struck out looking to start the second, his lone time to the plate so far this evening. He is 2 for 11 this year, but has driven in a team-best 3 RBI and has an opportunity to do so right here and put Jacksonville on the board in the bottom of the 4th. First pitch from Ferguson, fastball high. Duff even with the bag at third base, double play depth up the middle. 1-0 from Ferguson to Heffron. Breaking ball way up high, forcing Wash to hop up out of his crouch to snare it. 7 straight have missed the zone out of the hand of Ferguson. He sets. And a 2-0. Low and inside with a fastball. 3-0. Action stirring down in the Pitt bullpen in the right field corner. A right-hander starting to get loose for the Panthers. Deep breath for Ferguson, trying to find the zone. 3-0 pitch. Way outside, ball 4, and he has walked the bases loaded. And Stevie Moffitt coming to the plate. Moffitt lined out to first base. His first time up, but a good swing. He sent one way down the line and right. It was foul by about a foot. Would have been extra bases if it had landed fair. Then worked the count full before a low liner at first was caught. And that's it for Ferguson. He's done. Mike Bell makes his way out to the mound. And the freshman is finished this evening. And a right-hander coming in for the Panthers out of the bullpen. We'll let you know who it is when we return. Bases loaded, 1 out, 5-0 Pitt leads in the bottom of the 4th, but Jacksonville threatening. You're listening to Jacksonville University Baseball from Van Wagner on the Jacksonville Dolphins Sports Network.
This is Jacksonville University. It's not just a perfect place for sunny waterfront beauty shots. Although, here you choose the future you want. How? By defining it yourself. You customize your path and make it one of a kind. You want to build a future where you decide what impact you make? You want to create a life that's limited by nothing but your own ingenuity? You come to the right place.
Number 12, Chase.
This is Stephen Lucy, team physician for Jacksonville University. Baptist Health and Jacksonville Orthopedic Institute are the team behind your team, serving as the official sports medicine provider for Jacksonville University. JOI offers a complete range of orthopedic care and rehabilitation services to keep the Dolphins on the field and in the game. Pros go? Visit JOI.net or call JOI 2000 for more information.
Pitcher is Chase Smith. The right-hander takes over on the mound, replacing David Ferguson. Ferguson, an inning and a third, his partial line, responsible for all 3 men on base. Did not allow a hit, did walk 3, however. And they are as follows: Tommy Joseph, who was on third, Christian Coypel, who was at second base, Corey Heffron at first, and Stephen Moffitt heads to the plate to face off against the side-slinging right-hander, Smith. The Smith from Marietta, Georgia, Pope High School product. Makes his second appearance of the season. Has thrown an inning, struck out the side in said inning this past weekend at the Snowbird Classic against Indiana State. Inherits a bases-loaded jam here with one out. His first pitch to Moffitt, and it's in there. A fastball for a strike, thigh high. Got a little Gage Smith in him in the way that he sets and delivers, the former reliever for Florida State who pitched for Mike Bell back in the day, as he drops down low three-quarter arm angle and misses down and away with ball one. Certainly making life difficult on the right-handed batters, and Moffitt is a guy who stands right on top of the plate as well. Smith works from the first base side of the rubber, his 1-1 pitch. And Moffitt puts it in play left side. Gobbled up of the third baseman Duff onto second base. The relay throw in time. And a 5-4-3 double play. And Chase Smith comes in and puts out the fire. Jacksonville unable to get on the board despite threatening in the fourth. It's 5-0 through 4 here in Jacksonville. You're listening to JU Baseball from Van Wagner on the Jacksonville Dolphins Sports Network.
Fans, make sure you're wearing your mask or face covering.
To stay on top of your game, it's important to take good care of yourself. And that's exactly what Baptist Primary Care doctors specialize in, helping you know the score when it comes to your health. And with more than 1,400 physicians in our network, Baptist Primary Care is your direct link to all of Baptist Health. To establish a relationship with a Baptist Primary Care doctor near you, call 202-CARE. Baptist Health, proud to be the official healthcare provider for JU Athletics.
At the Jacksonville Orthopedic Institute, we are dedicated to providing you state-of-the-art rehabilitation and physical therapy designed to meet your specific needs. With an expert staff of physical and occupational therapists committed to providing individual attention, we offer comprehensive care at 10 convenient locations. JOI provides sports medicine services to professional, collegiate, and high school athletes, and also have 2 comprehensive spine centers, which offer massage, laser, and acupuncture therapy. We are Jacksonville's Orthopedic Institute and an official partner of the Jacksonville Dolphins.
5-0 Pitt leads it. We head to the 5th here at John Sessions Stadium. 5 runs on 7 hits, 1 error for the Panthers, no runs, 1 hit. No errors for Jacksonville. Dolphins just had the bases loaded a few moments ago, thanks to 3 straight walks, but a 5-4-3 double play ended the inning and the threat, and the Dolphins come up empty. So back to the drawing board. Jacksonville looking to post a 0 for just the second time here tonight on the scoreboard, and Tyler Nauman is back to the mound after getting the final 2 outs of the 4th. First pitch swinging and a pop-up right side into foul territory by Franks, and it's Coypel who loses the hat and nearly buckles himself over the railing as he makes the catch in foul territory, crashing into the Pitt dugout. Well, he earned that one.
For the Panthers, center fielder Jordan Anderson.
One out, and here is Jordan Anderson. Walked and scored a run in the second. Base is empty, 1 out in the top of the 5th, 5-0 Pitt. Nauman sets and deals, and his first pitch fastball at the knees is called a strike. Comes home with a heater, and that one rises up out of the zone for ball number 1. Ball and a strike on Anderson. Nauman, the third pitcher used by the Dolphins this evening, the 1-1. And he bends a breaking ball down and in, now 2-1. He deals. Tipped into the mid of Heffron for strike 2. A tailing fastball away from the right-handed swinging Anderson, well executed by Nauman, whose role on this team, I guess, is a little bit up in the air. We know he's good. It's just a matter of how does Coach Hayes want to use him is the question. The 2-2, fastball a little bit low, and the count runs full. Last year, strictly a reliever, Nauman made 7 appearances out of the bullpen, second most on the team, tied for second most appearances. He pitched to a 0.77 ERA. 3-2 pitch down and outside for ball 4. And Anderson walks for the second time this evening, and back to the top of the order. Here comes Sky Duff.
For the Panthers, third baseman, Sky Duff.
Nauman, 11 2/3 last season. Opponents hit just a .184 off of him in those appearances. He struck out 17, which was most among Jacksonville relievers. No strikeouts yet here tonight. First pitch to the lefty Duff. Fastball low. Nauman appeared to be kind of rolling a little bit, filling up the zone, and all of a sudden his last couple have all missed, and trying to get that feel back. Taking a little extra time in between pitches. The 1-0. The runner goes. Pitch inside for a ball. Throw down to second. Jalila tags out Anderson by a country mile, and he is gone. Nice throw there by Heffron. Jalila caught it in stride and was waiting on Anderson to slide into the tag. Heffron catches his second man stealing here this season. Anderson erased as he tried for a second stolen base of the night. And now 2 outs as the pitch to Duff is low and away for ball 3. .3-0 pitch from Nauman. Ball 4 high. He has thrown 6 straight out of the zone and reaches down to touch his toes in between batters.
Right fielder, Nico.
Jacksonville pitching has walked 8 here tonight and hit an additional batter for good measure. And that is something that is a focus for the foreseeable future. I know Coach Hayes brought it up after the conclusion. Got to keep from giving up free bases. First pitch to Popa. There's a strike called. Runner on first, 2 outs. 5-0 Pitt leads, top of the 5th. As we approach 8 o'clock here on this Tuesday evening in late February, the 0-1. Ground ball hit hard to the left side and past the third baseman Grabsky into left field. And a base knock for the second time tonight for Popa. And here we go. Pitt threatening again with a man in scoring position.
Left fielder, Kyle Hess.
Hess already has a pair of hits and an RBI to his credit this evening. And he's thinking about more. Pitt keeps hitting like this, they're going to relocate permanently to Florida. 8 hits here tonight after a big hitting weekend down in Port Charlotte against Indiana State. That Snowbird Classic could become a permanent moniker for these guys. Time called by Hess. He steps out for a moment, now back in. Runners on first and second, 2 outs, the pitch. Fastball at the knees for a strike. Of course, it's 42 degrees right now in Pittsburgh and slightly warmer here, so that's an improvement over what it was over the course of last week into the weekend, I believe, as a foul ball is knocked off to make it 0-2. At one point, I think it was 1. If I ever saw 1 on a thermostat, I'd be checking to see if that was Celsius or Fahrenheit or Kelvin or making sure everything in my mind worked. The 0-2. Ground ball, right side. Pacheco scoops it up. Nobody at first to throw to. Rounding third, coming home, and scoring on the play. Heads up base running by Duff. Cut off that baseball and keep it from going into right, but he was just standing there waiting to see if Nauman was going to get to first in time. And in the meantime, Duff never stopped running, and the throw was well behind and allows a 6th run of the night to score. 2 out to keep running, and good things happen. And here comes head coach Chris Hayes out of the dugout, and, well, that may be it for Tyler Nauman. And it is. A right-hander coming in for Jacksonville when we return. 6-0, Pitt leads it. We head to the bottom, or we stay in the top of the 5th. Runners at the corners when we return. You're listening to Jacksonville University Baseball from Van Wagner on the Jacksonville Dolphins Sports Network.
Is hip or knee pain getting in the way of doing the things you love? Waiting to see the doctor could be making your condition worse. If you've had any of the 5 hip or knee symptoms that shouldn't be ignored, like pain or discomfort while sitting, driving, walking, exercising, or even sleeping, and haven't found relief from anti-inflammatory medicine, it's time to see the specialists at Jacksonville Orthopedic Institute. Our physicians offer new and innovative treatments for hip and knee pain. And the doctors at JOI are Jacksonville's most experienced at using Makoplasty, a state-of-the-art surgical technique that harnesses robotic technology for precision placement of hip and knee implants. Don't live with hip or knee pain a moment longer. Make an appointment today with a hip and knee specialist from Jacksonville Orthopedic Institute. Call 904-JOI-2000. That's 904-564-2000.
Bend your attention. Now pitching for your Jacksonville Dolphins, number 15, Mason Adams. Batting for the Pitt Panthers, designated hitter, Ron Washington.
Ron Washington facing off against Mason Adams. Runners at the corners, 2 outs. Adams, 4th pitcher used by Jacksonville tonight. First pitch is a fastball high. Washington's been on base all 3 times he's come to the plate tonight. A couple of singles and a walk. And he sends one sky high to right field. Pacheco called off by the center fielder, Samayan. Makes the grab, Final out of the inning, and 2 men stranded on. Pitt adds 1 more to its total. Lead 6-0. We head to the bottom of the 5th. You're listening to Jacksonville University Baseball from Van Wagner on the Jacksonville Dolphins Sports Network.
If your driveway needs cleaning, your windows need washing, or your pavers need sealing, you need Crystal Clean. Don't forget your roof needs cleaning too. Crystal Clean uses soft washing, a low-pressure water system with special cleaners to safely wash away contaminants without damaging delicate areas. Call 904-220-3337 or go to crystalclean.com. We promise to make your home crystal clean.
At Law Offices of George Hunter, PA, we commit to a cooperative process to get the job done to the client's ultimate satisfaction. With a client-first focus, our firm applies an extraordinary work ethic to effectively resolve legal issues. Contact us today at 813-856-2096. Law Offices of George Hunter, a proud partner of Jacksonville University Athletics.
Out here, we charge into the heartland with Mountain Dew. Out here, there's no rush hour, just the rush of flying wide open on glassy water at 5 a.m. with your first dew in hand. And there's no spin class, just bright green spinnerbait that ironically matches your second dew. Out here, we don't just play big buck hunt, we hunt actual big bucks. And out here, the best road is off-road, and the color of your truck is mud. Out here, it's dew.
We head to the bottom of the 5th inning. Jacksonville trailing Pitt 6-0. Blake DeLameler leads things off against Chase Smith, who misses outside for ball 1 to start the at-bat. The 0-1-0 pitch away again, and it's 2-0 to DeLameler, who is 0 for 1 tonight, struck out back in the 2nd. The big freshman right fielder leading things off here in the 5th as Jacksonville tries to get something going on offense and nearly wears one off of his back foot as a tailing breaking ball out of the hand of Smith. Misses down and in. It's 2-0. The pitch. That was 3-0 pitch. That's ball 4 that misses inside. Scoreboard guy's not paying attention over here.
Batting for the Dolphins, third baseman, Jackson Grabsky.
Here's Jackson Grabsky. Grounded out to second on what was a sensational play by the second baseman Yanni back in the 3rd. Went ranging way to his right, fielded it behind the bag, threw on the run, and got Grabsky by a step. First pitch he sees this time. Fastball called a strike at the bottom of the zone. The 0-1. And that one away from the catcher Wash, back to the backstop, and DeLameler scoots up 90 on the wild pitch. One ball, one strike on Grabsky. An opportunity now to knock that pesky 0 off the board for Jacksonville if he can find a gap here. The freshman Grabsky trying to knock in his freshman counterpart who stands at second base. 3 true freshmen in the lineup for Jacksonville tonight, the 1-1. Down and away out of the hand of Chase Smith, and ahead in the count now. Jackson Grabsky, the Orlando native. And Grabski fouls one off to the right side. 2 balls, 2 strikes on the Jacksonville third baseman, Jackson Grabski. Valuable reps here in the early going. Boy, these freshmen, talk about crazy initiation to the game. Your high school season was cut short. You haven't played baseball in forever for a lot of these guys. Time called by Grabski. And then you get thrust back in, you see live pitching that's not your own teammates, and boom, it's at the collegiate level. So it's even a different type of pitching than you're used to. Two. Grabski down to a knee to get a piece of a breaking ball and bloop it into shallow right center field, and it falls between 3 different Panthers for a hit. DeLamiler down to third on the play. A bloop single to right center for Jackson Grabski. Jacksonville's second hit of the night. And here comes the third consecutive freshman, Jesus Pacheco, who put together a great at-bat his first time up.
Second baseman, Jesus Pacheco.
Saw 9 pitches before eventually grounding out to second base. And was very, very patient. Now he's facing Smith for the first time. See if he can't come up with a base hit here. Duff was in at third. Now he backs off a little bit as Pacheco squares the bunt on a first pitch fastball that's way outside. Ball 1. Nobody out. In the playbook, this goes down as a textbook spot that Coach Hayes puts the bunt on, especially with a young guy at the bottom of the order. You know, give him a task and let him execute it, as opposed to trying to do too much. Runners at the corners, nobody out. He swings away. Ground ball to the left side that bounces to the left of DeLamiler, foul down the line and into the corner. How about that? I would have bet my paycheck that we would not see Jesus Pacheco swinging the bat before 2 strikes. That's why I'm not a gambling man, among other reasons. A 1-1. Now he squares the bunt. Pulls the bat back again on a pitch that misses outside. Good eye by Pacheco. Signs coming from Coach Hayes. Doesn't coach third anymore. Moved into the dugout 2 seasons ago. Wanted to be more a part of what was happening with the team, with the majority of the team at all times. Get a better feel for that. You lose it a little bit when you're out on the field. 2-1 pitch. Bouncing ball towards short. 2 guys deciding on it. Duff cuts off the shortstop. Franks rifles onto second base. Yanni fully extending to his left. Snags that baseball to get the force out. No chance to turn 2, and Jacksonville is on the board on that RBI groundout from Jesus Pacheco, who reaches first on the fielder's choice. DeLamiler scores. Grabski forced out.
Center fielder, Ruben
for out number 1, and here's the top of the order, and Ruben Samayan. Pacheco's second RBI of his career. First pitch to Samayan, and it's a fastball in the outside corner for a strike to the left-handed swinging center fielder. Ruben tonight 0 for 2. Trying to keep his hit streak going. He has a hit in all 3 games so far this season. The 0-1. Way inside. Finishes behind the back foot of Samayan on that breaking ball. Ball and a strike. Pacheco on first. 1 out. 6-1. Pitt leads. Jacksonville pushing across its first run here in the bottom of the 5th. The 1-1. Down and in again. Ball 2. Pacheco takes his lead off first. The 2-1. Outside for ball 3, and Wash was up ready to rifle that baseball somewhere if Pacheco had strayed any further. He got a little bit of a secondary lead there and then put on the brakes. 3-1. Jalila on deck. Samayan draws a walk here and maybe another man in scoring position. The pitch, runner goes, and Samayan through the hole, it's short into left field. No chance to advance Pacheco any further as Hess comes up with it quickly. But Samayan gets a hit. He has one in all 4 games now this year. That's his 5th of the season.
Batting for the Dolphins, shortstop, Dakota.
First
Jalila.
and second with 1 out. And Dakota Jalila, who hit a baseball really well his last time up, flying out into the right center field gap. Try and get a hold of another one here. Now facing Smith for the first time tonight. The right-hander sets and fires. And this one is well outside, forcing Wash to slide to his right. The 1-0. Fastball right at the bottom of the zone to Jalila to even the count. Cota looking for his first run batted into the season. Now the 1-1. Smith tries to paint the outside corner, doesn't get the call. This inning started with a walk to Blake DeLameler, followed by a Jackson Grabsky bloop single. Pacheco driving in the first run of the ball game for Jacksonville on the fielder's choice. He's at second on the Ruben Samayan single. Now the 2-1 to Dakota Jalila, and a slow bouncer to the left side foul. Jalila windmilling that bat in front of him as he waits for Gage to come set. He does. 2-2. Another foul ball to the left side. Midweek games are an interesting animal. Of course, this is the first one of the year. But you know, there are results such as Jacksonville with a regional team that won 40 games a couple of years ago that lost 21-2 to Florida State and Tallahassee late in the season. There are some nights like that where you just throw it out the window and say, hey, not our night. Let's get them next time. Sometimes here early in the season, though, you can learn a lot about yourself as a club. The 2-2. Again, and Jalila strikes out on a slider away. Big K there for Gage for the second out of the inning. And here comes Tommy Joseph, who has been on base twice tonight with a single and a walk. Ways that you can learn about yourself is not even necessarily like who can do what in what situation, things like that. It's just where are you as a group, as a unit, as far as your comfort level and how much you believe in each other. First pitch to Joseph, batting left-handed again for the third time tonight, and he takes it outside for ball 1. Pacheco is at second, Samayan at first. Especially for a group that has so many new pieces like this Jacksonville team does. 15 newcomers on this roster this year. Probably one of the higher turnover rates among rosters this season with the unique waiver that allowed seniors to come back. The 1-0. Off the end of the bat, down toward third, having to wait on it. Duff Fields throws and beats Joseph by a step on the Hewlett stretch to end the inning. But Jacksonville on the board. Jesus Pacheco drives in Blake DeLameler, and it's 6-1 with 5 in the books here at John Sessions Stadium. You're listening to Jacksonville University Baseball from Van Wagner on the Jacksonville Dolphins Sports Network.
It's 6-1 Pitt. You want to support JU Baseball? Become a member of the Diamond Club. In addition to enhancing...
Out here, we charge into the heartland with Mountain Dew. Out here, there's no rush hour, just the rush of flying wide open on glassy water at 5 a.m. with your first dew in hand. And there's no spin class, just bright green spinnerbait that ironically matches your second dew. Out here, we don't just play big buck hunt, we hunt actual big bucks. And out here, the best road is off-road, and the color of your truck is mud. Out here, it's dew.
Nothing beats the power and excitement of live events like Ticket Smarter. If you are looking to buy tickets to the best sports, concerts, and theater events, all at the very best price, look no further than Ticketsmarter.com or in the app. With every ticket transaction made at Ticketsmarter.com, TicketSmarter will donate $1 to the St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. TicketSmarter is proud to be the official ticket resale partner of Jacksonville University Athletics. Download the app today. TicketSmarter, a smarter way to buy tickets. Mason Adams back on the mound for Jacksonville, who find a run here.
Heading to the pit man.
Jesus Pacheco ground ball scores Blake Delamler. And it's 6-1. Mason Adams got the final out of the 5th inning on a Ron Washington Jr. flyout. Resumes as the 4th pitcher of the night for Jacksonville. Austin Temple started things off, an inning and 2/3, and then an inning and 2/3 for Adrian Garistazu, followed by an inning and a third for Tyler Nauman, and here we are. Mason Adams with a third of an inning so far under his belt, and he faces David Yanni. First pitch outside for ball 1. Yanni tonight has played some nice second base. Has been on base twice, hit by a pitch, and walked so far this evening, the 1-0. Adams just misses away, 2-0. Jacksonville just looking for a little consistency as far as an outing. Jacksonville just looking for a little consistency as far as an outing on the mound is concerned. So far this evening have lacked that. The 2-0 pitch is high and away. And it's been a lot of this, falling behind hitters. Or when getting ahead of hitters, then all of a sudden allowing them to come back into the count. And hey, credit Pitt, they have come to the plate patient. And not very often we have seen guys just come up and start swinging away. 3-0 pitch is in there for a strike. Jacksonville has walked 6 batters here tonight and hit an additional 1. 7 free base runners for the Panthers, who have stacked 9 hits on top of that. Ground ball hit sharply to the right side, backhanded behind the bag by Coypel, and he takes it himself around number 1. Nice play by Leppy over at first for out number 1.
First baseman.
Out number 1 for the 4th time to the plate tonight. How about that? We are on the back half of the order for the 4th time this evening for Pitt, as the left-handed swinging Hewlett stands in. The first pitch from Adams is upstairs for a ball. Meanwhile, Jacksonville just turned over the order for the 3rd time that last half inning. The order for the 3rd time that last half inning. That one bounces in for ball 2. Adams delivers the 2-0 pitch, and it's rolled over toward the second baseman. Pacheco takes a weird hop off of his chest, but keeps it in front of him, collects himself, and tosses on to first for out number 2.
Well, may have caught. There's been a well-trafficked area out there deep in the hole at second base. And leapt up at the last second. Two outs, base is empty. 6-1 Pitt, top six. And Riley Wash, the catcher, who's 0 for 3. First pitch he sees is down low in the dirt for ball one. Adams quickly back to work, the 1-0 pitch. Fouled out of play to the right side on Wash. Jacksonville has not had a 1-2-3 inning here tonight. Mason Adams could change that here, the 1-1. Hard hit, fly ball, deep right field, tracking back on it to Lammeler, spinning back to his left, and it gets over his head off the wall. Wash at second now puts on the brakes. It bounces away from Jalila and rolls all the way down to third. Wash was very hesitant as he was running the bases there. I don't know if he couldn't pick up the third base coach or not, but he awkwardly put on second. And he's got himself a double with 2 outs for his first hit of the night. His third hit of the year and his first of the extra base variety. And the inning continues now for Pitt and Brock Franks. The 6-1 Pitt leads. That is up there with the Nico Popa double in the first as the hardest hit baseballs we've seen here all night. That ball was smacked pretty well and kept carrying. First pitch to Franks is down and outside from the lefty for ball one. Adams asking for the signs so he can run through them again. Now he's got the one he wants, looks back to second and spins off of the rubber to look Wash back to the bag at second base. The 1-0. A check swing on a ball in the dirt in front of the plate. Did he go around? He did not. On the appeal down to our second base umpire. Franks ahead 2-0. 2 outs, runner at second base. Couple of ground outs to start this inning before Wash got almost all of that pitch from Mason Adams and delivered it off the wall in right field. 2-0. Adams locates perfectly on the outside corner for a strike. Samayan takes a couple of steps in center field. The wind, which was blowing a little bit here earlier in the ball game, has almost completely died out. 2-1 pitch. Hot shot back up the middle into center field. It one hops to the glove of Samayan, who comes up throwing as Wash rounds home. The throw relayed in time, and Wash is out at the plate to end the inning. Coypel with the assist on the Ruben Samayan throw. 8-3-2 in your scorebook if you're keeping it at home. 6-1. Pittsburgh leads it. We head to the bottom half of the sixth. You're listening to Jacksonville University Baseball from Van Wagner on the Jacksonville Dolphins Sports Network.
And theater events. Visit Ticketsmarter.com and download the app today.
WB Mason helps you do business. How? By Need It. With a wide range of products from janitorial, furniture, break room products, office by delivering what your business needs where you need it. With a wide furniture, break room products, office products, shipping supplies, food service items, and much more, WB Mason delivers. That's why you see us everywhere. Call or email today to see how you can save more with JU discounted pricing. WB Mason, the official office supply provider of Jacksonville University.
Calling all Little Dolphin fans to join the Duncan Kids Club. With free or VIP memberships, kids can enjoy free admission to games, post-game clinics, access to exclusive sponsorship deals and coupons, as well as video content from JU Athletics, stickers, a poster, and much more. Sign up online in the Fan Zone tab of JUDolphins.com and follow Duncan Kids Club. Join today.
Now batting for the Dolphins, first base,
Christian Coypel to the plate to lead things off in the bottom of the sixth for Jacksonville, who trail Pitt 6-1. Leppy walked his last time up. He has struck out and earned that free pass here so far this evening. And the first pitch he sees, a mighty cut at a Gage, excuse me. See, I'm trying to call him Gage Smith now because I made that comparison earlier in the game at the Chase Smith. Tailing pitch away. The 0-1. Similar pitch, similar result as Coypel pulls the string again. He's behind 0-2. Smith sets. And the 0-2 pitch. And Coypel strikes out swinging. A little half-hearted swing at a pitch away from him, and Smith had him off balance that entire at-bat. One out here in the sixth. Brings up Heffron now. Corey Heffron, he walked his last time up. He also was struck out this evening. And a first pitch fastball a little above the letters for ball one. Smith so far, 2 innings of relief. The third pitcher used by Pitt so far this evening after Ferguson went an inning and a third and Lester started and went 2, the 1-0. Low to Heffron for ball one. Actually, it's ball 2, excuse me. 2-0 the count. Can't have a 1-0 go 1-1. If it's a ball. Basic math. 2-0 pitch. That one's in there for a strike. We ended up in the same, almost like my math skills in schools. Got to the right result. May have not done the work right way to get there. Showing my work in math class was always what got me burned. The right-hander Smith. Long look home and time called by Heffron at the last moment. Heffron back in there now. And the 2-1 pitch. That one mighty close to catching the outside corner, ruled to have just missed. 3 balls, 1 strike in favor of the Jacksonville catcher. You know, a lot of times you kind of trust it, right? When that catcher takes the close pitch, nobody sees it probably better than a catcher does with that eye. The 3-1. Down and in, ball 4, and Heffron has earned a free pass each of his last 2 times to the plate and gives Jacksonville a 1-out base runner here in the 6th.
Now batting, Dolphin designated hitter, Stephen Moffett.
Stevie Moffitt 0 for 2 tonight. Looking for his first hit of the season in his first start of the season. The redshirt junior from DeLand. In his second year with the program. First pitch he sees is a little high and outside for ball 1. Down and in. That ball bounces away initially from Wash, but it kicks back out in front of the plate, and Wash up quickly in order to keep the speedy Heffron from advancing into scoring position. Time called and a meeting on the mound now. And we may have another pitching change coming up here soon for Pitt. Smith he's thrown 35 pitches in relief through 1 inning last weekend. And no change coming as of yet. Smith stays in there and will step up to deliver this 2-0 to Moffitt. Smith's a veteran. He's been here. He's done that. 65th appearance of his career here tonight. Heffron takes his lead off first. Double play depth up the middle, 2-0 pitch, and that's fouled off the end of the bat by Moffitt over to the on-deck circle of Jacksonville. Smith set a single season record for appearances 2 years ago. 33 appearances out of the pen. 2-1 pitch, sliced foul to the right side, now 2-2. 33 appearances in that season. He was third in the ACC in ERA that year. You had to figure he was pitching pretty well if he got all those opportunities. Had a 2.72 mark. 55 strikeouts in 59 and 2/3 innings. The 2-2. False break by Heffron as Moffitt lifts one foul and out of play to the right side. As a true freshman, he pitched in 22 games. Has been a popular choice his entire time in a Panther uniform. 2-2. And another foul ball by Moffitt. He's up there battling and making Smith work for it. From not too far from here in Marietta. 2-2 pitch, fastball, maybe a little bit low, full count. I wonder if any family made the trip down from outside of Atlanta to catch any of the games here this week. Runner on first, one out, payoff pitch. And another foul ball by Moffitt. See if Heffron goes in motion at any point. Here he's given an indication. Now, false break again on another foul ball out of play by Moffitt. Man, oh man, he is swinging the bat a lot, and he is seeing a lot of pitches. Stevie, sort of what he made his hay doing last season. Batting average wasn't particularly good, hit just 154, but his on-base percentage was .421. Payoff pitch again, and a swing and a miss at a pitch down and in, and Heffron, who was on the move, is able to steal second without a throw. So Heffron in scoring position. Moffitt concludes a 10-pitch at-bat by striking out for out number 2. And it looks like a pinch hitter for Jacksonville, Eli Flowers, taking the place of Blake DeLameler. As Coach Hayes has walked out to check the lineup card with our home plate ump. So here's Eli Flowers getting a chance to swing it for the first time here tonight.
Setting for the right fielder, Blake DeLameler. For the Dolphins, number 10, Eli Flowers.
Flowers has started 2 of Jacksonville's 4 games out in right field this year, the redshirt freshman. Left-handed bat stands in, RBI opportunity with the speedy Heffron at second base. Base hit here, somewhere into the outfield, and you imagine it has a pretty good chance to score Heffron, who runs well. Duff in at third, at the edge of the grass, a little deeper on the right side, playing Flowers to pull as the first pitch fastball is located in the inner half for a strike. The 0-1. Off the end of the bat, down the left field line, tailing into foul territory and off the roof of the pavilion. 0-2. Heffron takes his lead off second base. And the 0-2. Down in the dirt for ball 1. Flowers, the freshman that played the most a year ago for Jacksonville, at least in the field. Played in 14 games, started 7 of them in the corner outfield spots. Hit .270, finished tied for third on the team at batting average last year. 1-2. Back up the middle, off the mound, skipping into center field. Heffron rounding third. No throw to the plate. He scores on an RBI single from Eli Flowers to make it 6-2. Nice at-bat there by Eli. And he comes up with a clutch 2-out hit. Jacksonville's 4th of the night. And the inning continues for Jacksonville, bringing up Jackson Grabski. And it's well outside with the slider for ball 1. Grabski tonight singled his last time up. 1 for 2 on the evening. And that goes down officially in the books as Jackson Grabski's second hit of his career, the 1-0. Down and away again. Smith's pitch count creeping up. Next pitch is his 50th of the night. Still action down in the Pitt bullpen in right field. Time called and granted. And now delivered home and low for ball 3. Smith trying to get one over here to Jackson Grabski, the freshman, and gets a called strike on a 3-0 pitch to get back into the count. Flowers builds his lead, digging that right foot into the dirt down at first base. And a 3-1 pitch misses low to Grabski, who draws a walk. Runners at first and second, and the inning continues. And another pinch hitter here for Jacksonville. Tyler McKenna. Looks like he is about to come in, but wait a second. We'll see. As there's a call to the bullpen, and we'll see whether or not McKenna actually leaves the on-deck circle to come into the game or not based off of this pitching change for Pitt. Chase Smith's night is done. He leaves a runner at first and second. 6-2, Pitt leads it. 2 outs here in the bottom of the 6th. You're listening to Jacksonville University Baseball from Van Wagner on the Jacksonville Dolphins Sports Network.
While the world is staying home, the need to save lives never stops. Those of us who are part of the Baptist Health family know that the work we are called to do has never been more important than right now. So, to everyone who has made sacrifices, big or small, in order to continue serving our community, thank you, Baptist Health, the official health care provider of the Jacksonville Dolphins.
Doubletree by Hilton Jacksonville Riverfront resides on the south bank of the St. Johns River in downtown Jacksonville. Doubletree is where an exceptional locale blends with an array of amenities, personable service, and a better night's sleep. When we're not napping in our Lux bedding, you can probably find us relaxing by the riverfront pool, jogging along the Riverwalk, or sipping a cocktail at our on-site Roots Chris Steakhouse. Doubletree by Hilton Jacksonville Riverfront, a proud partner of the Jacksonville Dolphins.
This is Jacksonville University. It's not just a perfect place for sunny waterfront beauty shots, although
pitching change for Pitt. Taking over on the mound, Jordan McCrum, graduate student, right-hander, 5'11", 175 pounds from Dallas, Pennsylvania. A Monmouth transfer who attended Dallas Senior High School. His second appearance of the season, pitched an inning over the weekend, struck out one to not allow a base runner. And he faces a pinch hitter here to start things off. Tyler McKenna, pinch hitting for Jesus Pacheco.
Batting for the second baseman, Jesus Pacheco. For the Dolphins, number 38, Tyler McKenna.
So McKenna here off the bench, trying to do what Eli Flowers did earlier in the inning and deliver a crucial pinch hit base hit. Jacksonville trailing 6-2, 2 outs, bottom of the 6th with runners at first and second. The lefty swinging McKenna doesn't use the batting glove, stands in against the right-hander. And the first pitch is a called strike, painting the outside corner. Well delivered there by McCrum. Flowers with good speed down at second base. The 0-1. McKenna lays off of a pitch down and in for ball number 1. McKenna started at designated hitter in the first game of the doubleheader on Saturday. Went 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. Last year, earned playing time at the plate mostly because of his really good batting eye. The 1-1. Downstairs again for ball 2. McKenna last year played in 10 games, started 2. Went 2 for 11, but had an on-base percentage of .471. He was hit by 2 pitches, drew 4 walks last year. The 2-1. Low again, down to the dirt. Flowers takes off for third, and he is tagged out there. Ball in the dirt, and Wash delivered an absolute strike on that low ball that did not get as far away from the catcher as I think Flowers was counting on. And the inning comes to a close. Jacksonville adds 1 more thanks to the RBI single from Eli Flowers, scoring Corey Heffron. It's 6-2 through 6 here at John Sessions Stadium. You're listening to Jacksonville University Baseball from Van Wagner and the Jacksonville Dolphins Sports Network.
This is Jacksonville University. It's not just a perfect place for sunny waterfront beauty shots. Although, here you choose the future you want. How? By defining it yourself. You customize your path and make it one of a kind. You want to build a future where you decide what impact you make? You want to create a life that's limited by nothing but your own ingenuity? You've come to the right place.
This is Stephen Lucy, team physician for Jacksonville University. Baptist Health and Jacksonville Orthopedic Team serving as the official sports medicine provider for Jacksonville University. JOI offers a complete range of orthopedic care and rehabilitation services to keep the Dolphins on the field and in the game. Don't you want to go where the pros go? Visit JOI.net or call JOI 2000 for more information.
Back at John Sessions Stadium, Jacksonville trailing 6-2 as we start the 7th inning. Les Wright out on the tractor dragging, so time now for a game recap. Pitt jumped off to an early start, a hot start, with 2 doubles and the first 2 batters to the plate against Austin Temple and put up a 2 spot in that first inning. Temple finished off the inning strong, but after getting a strikeout to start the second, had a little trouble with the zone. Tough zone here tonight. Couple of walks and a single ended his night, and it was 3-0 when Adrian Garistazu took over on the mound. After 2, 3-0 Pitt led. Zeros up on the scoreboard in the third. Panthers added 2 more in the top of the fourth when the leadoff man walked. A strikeout was followed by consecutive singles, including an RBI one. An additional walk led to another pitching change for Jacksonville. A couple of runs scored there in that inning, and then 1 more by Pitt. Their last run they've scored so far came in the top of the 5th inning when, after back-to-back walks, another RBI single knocked in a run to make it 6-0. Jacksonville scored the last 2. Dolphins pushed across a run in both the 5th and the 6th. A leadoff walk by Blake DeLamiler, followed by Jackson Grabsky's single, set up Jesus Pacheco, RBI fielder's choice. And then in the 6th,
now playing second base.
It was a 1-out walk to Corey Heffron, in which he stole second and came home on the Eli Flowers pinch hit single.
Center field.
Flowers stays in the ballgame, now playing right field. Kyle Richardson enters the ballgame to play second base in the spot of Tyler McKenna, who was pinch hitting for Jesus Pacheco there in the last half inning. Jordan Anderson, the center fielder, climbs into the batter's box against Mason Adams, who has thrown an inning and a third of relief for Jacksonville tonight and continues here into the 7th, where he gets a swing and a miss at a tailing fastball away to start the at-bat. The 0-1. Breaking ball inside. 1-1 pitch. Called strike down at the knees on the inside part of the plate to Anderson. Grabsky guarding the line down to third. Anderson has drawn a pair of walks here tonight, sandwiching a fly out. And he strikes out looking on an inside curveball, and Mason Adams has his first K of the night, and there's out number 1 here in the 7th. Back to the top of the order in Sky Duff. And he faces a new arm as Coach Hayes quickly out of the dugout to grab Mason Adams and bring in a lefty. 6-2 your score. Pitt leads it with 1 out in the top of the 7th. You're listening to Jacksonville University Baseball from Van Wagner and the Jacksonville Dolphins Sports Network.
To stay on top of your game, it's important to take good care of yourself. And that's exactly what Baptist Primary Care doctors specialize in, helping you know the score when it comes to your health. And with more than 1,400 physicians in our network, Baptist Primary Care is your direct link to all of Baptist Health. To establish a relationship with a Baptist Primary Care doctor near you, call 202-CARE. Baptist Health, proud to be the official healthcare provider for JU Athletics.
At the Jacksonville Orthopedic Institute, we are dedicated to providing you state-of-the-art rehabilitation and physical therapy designed to meet your specific needs. With an expert staff of physical and occupational therapists committed to providing individual attention, we offer comprehensive care at 10 convenient locations. JOI provides sports medicine services to professional, collegiate, and high school athletes, and also have 2 comprehensive spine centers which offer massage, laser, and acupuncture therapy. We are Jacksonville's Orthopedic Institute and an official partner of the Jacksonville Dolphins.
Jack Carver takes over on the mound for Jacksonville, the freshman making his JU debut. The Nice High School product from St. Johns County, just south of Jacksonville. A left-hander to pitch to Sky Duff, the leadoff man for Pitt here tonight, who comes to the plate for the 5th time this evening. This week is Dolphin Dash. It is the biggest fundraiser of the year for not just Jacksonville Athletics, but the university as a whole. And the beauty of Dolphin Dash is every dollar you donate goes directly to the respective team or organization that you donate to. No donating to a general athletic fund and wondering how they get used. If you donate to baseball, for example, those funds go straight into the pocket of the baseball program to better the opportunities for our student athletes here at JU. If you haven't seen it on social media, and it has been making the rounds for the last nearly 48 hours, simply head to JUDolphins.com/dash. And that'll take you to the giving page where you can donate anywhere from $1 to as much as you could possibly imagine you would like to donate. But every little bit counts. And there are additional bonuses for those that generate the most unique donors as well. Let's get an update for you here on how Dolphin Dash is going at this point. 1,500 unique donors at 60% of our 2,500 donor goal. And $161,355 have been raised so far. 3 days left. Head to JUDolphins.com/dash to get in on the action. Here is Carver, and he delivers and locates a strike to start things off to Sky Duff. 1 out. Base is empty. 6-2. Pitt leading in the top of the 7th. Here's the 0-1. Down and away that time for ball 1. Carver, a freshman, making his debut here tonight. Considered one of Jacksonville's potential good lefty matchup guys. He has been consistent throughout the course of the fall into the spring, and has earned an opportunity here, the 1-1. And he locates a slider. Just described to me by pitching coach Jerry Edwards as more of a slurve at this point in his career, a bit more of a big bender with a little less velocity. But he locates it on the outside corner there. It's a ball and 2 strikes. Carver trying to finish off Duff here. He kicks and fires. Goes back to that slider and misses low and outside. Does not get Duff to offer. And, man, we have not seen... I don't know if we have seen more than 1 or 2 pitches really chased tonight by Pitt hitters. Big time credit to the way they have taken their approach at the plate here tonight. The 2-2. Swing and a miss, and Carver starts off his JU career with a strikeout, a Pitt's leadoff man. 2 outs. Nico Popa up for the 5th time here this evening.
Panther right fielder.
He is 2 for 3 with a double, a single, a walk, a strikeout, a run scored, and a run batted in. Really filling up the score sheet there. 2 outs, bases empty. 6-2 Pitt, top 7. Jack Carver, the freshman, pitching to his second hitter here. And he fires a fastball a little bit high for ball 1. Carver deliberate in his delivery. Gets the signs, nods. Glove moves up in front of the face, kind of pivots, rocks for a little bit, and then gets into his delivery. Locates there on the outside corner for a strike to even the count at a ball and a strike. Coach Edwards told me working on speeding that up some. Yeah, you don't want to rush, but you also want this to turn into something that is probably a little more repeatable if you get a little more speed behind it, the 1-1. And a high fly ball out to deep left field. Joseph back to the wall looking up, and it is gone. Popa continues his big night with a home run. 7-2, Pitt leads. Well, that is quite the dichotomy of experiences for a freshman on the mound. You go from striking out the first batter you see to giving up your first home run to the next batter. All part of the game.
Now batting left fielder, Kyle Hess.
First home run hit by an opposing player here at John Sessions Stadium this year. A solo shot from Nico Popa. He did not hit a home run last year. Here's Kyle Hess, and he takes on the outside edge a changeup that misses for ball 1. The 1-0. Fastball lifted high and tailing toward left center field. Back on it, Samayan on the run in front of the warning track. He squeezes it for the final out of the inning. One more for Pitt on the solo home run by Nico Popa. It is time to stand and stretch here at John Sessions Stadium. 7-2 Pitt leading it. You're listening to Jacksonville University Baseball from Van Wagner on the Jacksonville Dolphins Sports Network.
Over the Dolphins fans, it's now time. You've been waiting.
Is hip or knee pain getting in the way of doing the things you love? Waiting to see the doctor could be making your condition worse. If you've had any of the 5 hip or knee symptoms that shouldn't be ignored, like pain or discomfort while sitting, driving, walking, exercising, or even sleeping, and haven't found relief from anti-inflammatory medicine, it's time to see the specialists at Jacksonville Orthopedic Institute. Our physicians offer new and innovative treatments for hip and knee pain. And the doctors at JOI are Jacksonville's most experienced at using Makoplasty, a state-of-the-art surgical technique that harnesses robotic technology for precision placement of hip and knee implants. Don't live with hip or knee pain a moment longer. Make an appointment today with a hip and knee specialist from Jacksonville Orthopedic Institute. Call 904-JOI-2000. That's 904-564-2000.
We've stretched, and we're ready for the bottom of the 7th here at John Sessions Stadium on this Tuesday evening. First midweek action of the year for Jacksonville and Pittsburgh. It is Pitt on top 7-2 as Kyle Richardson comes to the plate. So let's reset it for you. Checo, Tyler McKenna was pinch hitting the last inning, and then he was at the plate when Eli Flowers was thrown out trying to steal third on a dirt ball, and now it's Kyle Richardson hitting in that same spot. So it's still the 9th spot up in the order. And K-Rich with a swing and a miss at a high fastball to start the at-bat. Seven to 2, Pitt leads it. Jacksonville has pushed across a run in each of the last 2 innings. Panthers answered with a solo home run in the top half, the 0-1. And that is a strike called in the outside corner. Another heater from McCrum, who is out for another inning of relief after getting the final out of the 6th. Oh, 2 pitch into the hands of Richardson, who checks his swing and takes it. 4-1. One, 2 is flared foul to the right side. Richardson trying to get something going here for Jacksonville in the bottom of the 6th. McCrum sets and fires. And that one through the 5-hole of the catcher Wash, back to the wall, 2-2. Top half of the inning, Popa hit a home run, his first of the year, his first since the 2019 season when he had 8 for Pitt. It was his 11th career home run he just hit. The 2-2. Swing and a miss, and Richardson down on strikes, and McCrum has his first K of the day. And that brings up Ruben Samayan, who picked up his first hit of the night.
For the Dolphins center fielder, Ruben
and his 5th of the year, back in the 5th. McCrum sets, and his first pitch is fouled high and out of play to the left side by Samayan. Dakota Jalila on deck for the Dolphins. McCrum, in his first year with Pitt, transferred in as a graduate student. Played his entire career up to this point at Monmouth. Started his career back in 2016. So he is definitely one of the more veteran members as he gets a swing and a miss. The ball actually tipped into the mitt of Wash, but it's 0-2 on Samayan. He pitched. He was at Monmouth for 5 years, did not appear in a game in the 2020 campaign last spring. Was a team captain, the 0-2. And that is off the mitt of Wash back to the wall. He missed last year, I'm imagining, due to a continuation of the injury he suffered in the 2019 season, just 3 games into the year. He pitched against Penn State, East Carolina, and then FAU in that season before missing the rest of the year due to injury, and then all of last season as well. But he's back here, the 1-2. Breaking ball, tapped back up the middle, diving to his right. McCrum tried to barehand it, charging in onto the shortstop Franks, who gloves and throws all in one motion and beats Samayan by a half step for out number 2. Two outs.
For JU, shortstop, Dakota Jalila.
And here is Dakota Jalila with the bases empty. Dakota 0 for 3 so far in this one. McCrum trying to sit down the Dolphins in order here this inning, and he gets a mighty swing and a miss from Jalila on a high heater to start the at-bat. McCrum ready to go again and locates on the outside corner for another strike, this time with a breaking ball. Coda's called time, stepped out for a moment, wants to gather himself before facing this 0-2 pitch. McCrum deals, and a hard hit ground ball to the shortstop Franks. 2 steps to his right, Fields throws, and there it is for Jacksonville in the 7th. Dolphins down in order, and Pitt takes a 7-2 lead to the 8th. You're listening to Jacksonville University Baseball from Van Wagner on the Jacksonville Dolphins Sports Network.
Pitt 7, Dolphins 2.
If your driveway needs cleaning, your windows need washing, or your pavers need sealing, you need Crystal Clean. Don't forget your roof needs cleaning too. Crystal Clean uses soft washing, a low-pressure water system with special weight contaminants without damaging delicate areas. Call 904-220-3337 or go to crystalclean.com. We promise to make your home crystal clean.
At law offices of George Hunter, PA, we commit to a cooperative process to get the job done to the client's ultimate satisfaction. With a client-first focus, our firm applies an extraordinary work ethic to effectively resolve legal issues. Contact us today at 813-856-2096. Law offices of George Hunter, a proud partner of Jacksonville University Athletics.
Head of the 8th, 7-2, Pitt leading Jacksonville here on this Tuesday evening. Have played a little over 3 hours so far in this one. It's been Panthers since the beginning. They jumped out to a 2-0 lead in the top of the first and never looked back.
Out
Jacksonville
here,
making a change behind the dish for the first time this season. First time actually in his career, I should say. Brooks Reichman takes over for Corey Heffron and is doing the catching of Jack Carver. Here's Ron Washington Jr., the DH. First pitch from Carver, and a fastball right down the pipe for a strike. Carver got the last 2 out to the 7th. A strikeout, a fly out, surrendered a home run to Nico Popa. Baptism by fire. The 0-1. Check swing on a fastball that looked like it clipped the outside corner. Ruled to have not have. The appeal down to first. He did not go around. 1-1. Pitt continues in the state of Florida and heads west on I-10 as a breaking ball misses down and in to make it 2-1 to start ACC play this weekend. The ACC is elected to just go ahead and basically just play the whole year as conference play. Certainly have enough teams to be able to do it. The 2-1. High pop-up foul territory behind the plate and into the seats. 2-2. So the Noles hosting Pitt this weekend. 3 games set in Tallahassee at Dick Howser Stadium. And then Pitt heads up into North Carolina to face the Duke Blue Devils the first weekend in March in Durham. The 2-2 outside for ball 3. The barnstorming continues as Pitt then goes to Atlanta to face Georgia Tech the following weekend. Gets a little closer to home the weekend of March 19th as they head to Charlottesville to play Virginia before finally coming home for the home opener on March the 24th. Payoff pitch. Strike 3 called. Washington was headed down to first. He had already taken about 5 steps down to first before he was rung up.
Now batting, second base.
Carver picks up his second strikeout of the night, and that's the first out here in the top of the 8th. David Yanni, the second baseman, climbs in. Boy, I don't know if it's harder or easier or what, as the first pitch into Yanni is a strike at the knees. If you're Pitt or anybody in the ACC and you're staring down the barrel of playing, boy, what amounts to 3, 6, 9, 12, 15. The 0-1 pitch is hit high in the air, out into left center field. Samayan's got a beat on it, calls off Joseph, and makes the catch for out number 2. What's that, 18, 21, 24, 27? I'm still going here. 30, 33, 36 conference games.
First baseman, Bryce Hewlett.
I mean, you got a chance to have a pretty solid team that just gets beat up in the longevity of a conference season that is that big, especially in these deep, talented leagues. First baseman Bryce Hewlett steps in and takes a slider outside for ball 1. Mike Bell's probably hoping that he can carry some of this momentum from this opening week and roll that over. The 1-0 pitch is low for ball 2. Base is empty, 2 outs. 7-2 Pitt in the top of the 8th, and Carver takes a moment to tie his left shoe. And now he's back up and ready to go as Hewlett climbs back in. Jacksonville, on the other hand, doesn't start conference play until mid-March. The 2-0. That one's in there for a strike. Got a changeup on the outside corner. Dolphins head on the road for the first time this season, this weekend, traveling to Troy. It's the only road series out of conference for Jacksonville all year. The only time that Jacksonville will play out of the state of Florida as the 2-1 pitch is fouled off for a series until the end of May, or the middle of May. So Jacksonville goes to Alabama this weekend, have a couple of one-offs here and there, go to Georgia Southern, go to the Citadel, College of Charleston, and some midweeks. But everything else is in the state of Florida, including all of conference play with the unique setup this year. The 2-2. There's a slider that misses low, full count. The A-Sun has decided, in order to reduce travel from different parts of the country, they've basically done with the sort of a version of what like Major League Baseball did during its truncated 2020 season, when it finally got off the ground there in August. Payoff pitch. And a swing and a foul ball. Or did the pitch hit? He's saying that, Hewlett is saying that that hit his bat as he offered at a pitch that was way in and nearly hit him. If it hits him instead of the bat, then he's out. But the umpires have gathered together here now to see if anybody had a better view. I would venture to guess that certainly sounded like it went off the butt of the bat. Extended conversation here between the three men known as Blue, dressed in black tonight. And he's out. They're saying the ball hit him, and he swung and missed. And Mike Bell out to argue this one. But that does take us to the end of the top of the 8th. We head to the home half, 7-2, Jacksonville trailing Pitt. You're listening to Jacksonville University Baseball from Van Wagner on the Jacksonville Dolphins Sports Network.
Going to the bottom of the 8th.
Mike, it's okay. You're up 7-2, man.
Out here, we charge into the heartland with Mountain Dew. Out here, there's no rush hour, just the rush of flying wide open on glassy water at 5 a.m. with your first dew in hand. And there's no spin class, just bright green spinner bait that ironically matches your second dew. Out here, we don't just play big buck hunt, we hunt actual big bucks. And out here, the best road is off-road, and the color of your truck is mud. Out here, it's dew.
Nothing beats the power and excitement of live events like Ticket Smarter. If you are looking to buy tickets to the best sports, concerts, and theater events, all at the very best price, look no further than Ticketsmarter.com or in the app. With every ticket transaction made at Ticketsmarter.com, TicketSmarter will donate $1 to the St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. TicketSmarter is proud to be the official ticket resale partner of Jacksonville University Athletics. Download the app today. TicketSmarter, a smarter way to buy tickets. Bottom of the 8th inning, 7-2. Pitt leading Jacksonville. Dolphins bringing 3, 4, and 5 to the plate this inning. And Brooks Reichman due up for JU here in this bottom of the 8th.
Tommy Joseph.
Joseph's had a nice day at the plate. 1 for 2, single and a walk. Joseph has batted left-handed all night long as he's faced nothing but a slew of right-handed pitchers, and McCrum, the latest, delivers a fastball that misses high and away to start the bottom of the 8th inning. McCrum, the 4th Pitt here tonight. The 1-0, and Joseph takes at the knees a heater for a strike. Jacksonville just trying to finish this one off strong. I mean, obviously, a comeback still on the table to win the game, but if nothing else, find a way to string together some positive at-bats. 1-1 pitch is outside for ball 2. Some positive appearances on the mound. I mean, heck, everything is kind of up for grabs at this point in the season with the large amount of unknown that is tied to this roster. And the long time that has elapsed between significant baseball between this week and the last time Jacksonville did it 11 months ago. 2-1. Way outside, and Wash lunging to his left grabbed that one. I might have just let that one go. Nobody on base. That's the type where you reach down to your rib cave and you say, did I just pull something? Wash a better athlete than myself, though, so perhaps he is perfectly fine. The 3-1. Fouled straight back. Big-time test for Jacksonville this weekend, too. Heading on the road, learning how to handle themselves. You know, you'll be away from distractions, away from, I hate to say it, but school in a way, right? Like you're not in the classroom environment or that type of environment. You get away and you kind of treat it as a business trip type deal. And this year especially, with kind of the restrictions on travel and what the traveling party is able to do when they're on the road. Payoff pitch up and inside, and Joseph walks for the second time tonight. Leadoff base runner for Jacksonville here in the 8th. And here comes a pinch hitter, Trace Burchard, pinch hitting for Christian Coypel. Burchard, the freshman.
Pay your attention.
So Burchard is 1 for 2. He has played in 2 games this year.
Trace Burchard.
Burchard swings right-handed, the freshman from LaBelle, Florida, with a runner at first. And nobody out, and he nearly wears one on the first pitch, a tailing fastball inside that he has to scooch out of the way of. 1-0 the count. We'll see if Burchard can pick up a base knock here. Eli Flowers, a pinch hit off the bench, driving in a run 2 innings ago. The 1-0. And at the knees with a heater for a strike. Burchard checks his swing on a slider away, and he's ahead in the count, 2 balls and a strike. A lot of young guys have gotten some experience here so far this season, and here tonight as well. The 2-1, Burchard fouls it out of play to the right side. Burchard, the 5th true freshman to appear for Jacksonville in tonight's game. A versatile player, a catcher, played infield in high school, playing outfield some here at JU as well. Also pitched in high school. The 2-2. Off the end of the bat, down to first base, gloved in foul territory by Hewlett, and it is called a foul ball. That ball snagged in front of the bag at first base as it had just gone foul. And so Burchard has another shot at it here. 2-2 the count with a runner at first and nobody out in the bottom of the 8th inning. 7-2, Jacksonville trailing Pitt. Joseph takes his lead at first. McCrum. Time called right as he got into his leg kick. Was taking a long time out there on the mound, too long for Burchard's liking. McCrum, 24 pitches in relief so far. Now the 2-2. Fastball. Oh, it is called strike 3. Umpire, boy, he waited till next week to call that one a strike and rings up Burchard on the outside corner. I thought it was a strike, but man, what do we...
Catcher, Brooks Reichman.
That is out number 1 here in the 8th. Brings up Brooks Reichman getting his first at-bat of his Jacksonville career. The redshirt freshman did not appear at a game last season. Entered the game defensively a half inning ago. First pitch he sees is inside for a ball in on the hands. Tommy Joseph still at first with 1 out. He drew a walk to lead off this inning. There's a fastball at the letters for a strike. Reichman, also a Florida native from Winter Park, outside of Orlando. One of 26 Florida products on this team. No pit. No play on that one, excuse me. Simply a foul ball. 1-2. Reichman trying to walk it off. Dolphins, 26 Florida natives on this team. So much good high school baseball in the area. Makes obviously all the sense in the world to farm the state as much as you possibly can. The 1-2. Slider outside for ball 2. Couple of Georgia products on the team this year as well. Britt Metz, Caleb Leddickett, both from Jeff Davis High School. Corey Heffron hails from Ohio. Elias Flowers from Illinois. Jake Berg from Wisconsin. And then 2 North Carolina natives as well, Jalen Hollins and Alex Impasamato. Time called. And McCrum comes to an awkward stop right as he started his delivery. Jacksonville had even a larger percentage of the roster made up by Floridians a year ago. 2-2 pitch is strike three called at the knees. And Reichman down on strikes. McCrum with his second straight retired via the K. And here comes Stephen Moffitt.
Stephen Moffitt.
Moffitt digs in his fourth time to the plate here tonight. He is 0 for 3 thus far. Tommy Joseph still at first base after his leadoff walk. 2 outs now in the bottom of the 8-7-2 pit. The pitch. And Moffitt slices one foul to the right side and off of the netting. Over in front of that extended patio area. Yeah, that's one of the kind of bummers of this year as well, with the limited seating capacity here at John Sessions Stadium and the inability to host groups this year, as Jacksonville has in the past. That area that was built out before the start of last season, slider in the dirt, blocked by Wash. And he's over to claim it to keep Joseph at first, 1-1 now. But it now matches kind of the setup down the left field line where Jacksonville has the Diamond Club Terrace, which is still active this year, but on a limited capacity as well. Now the 1-1. A slicer toward right field, charging in on it, Popa, and he reaches down and makes the catch. That one won't go down in the highlight books as the prettiest of outs in the world, but it goes down as one nonetheless. A nice grab out in right field to end the inning and take away a base hit from Stephen Moffitt, and that ends it, stranding a man at first. We head to the ninth, 7-2, Pitt leading Jacksonville. You're listening to Jacksonville University Baseball from Van Wagner on the Jacksonville Dolphins Sports Network. Calling all Little Dolphin fans to join the Duncan Kids Club. With free or VIP memberships, kids can enjoy free admission to games, post-game clinics, access to exclusive sponsorship deals and coupons, as well as video content from JU Athletics, stickers, a poster, and much more. Sign up online in the Fan Zone tab of JUDolphins.com and follow @Duncan Dolphin on Twitter. Duncan Kids Club. Join today.
WB Mason helps you do business. How? By delivering what your business needs where you need it. With a wide range of products from janitorial, furniture, break room products, office products, shipping supplies, food service items, and much more, WB Mason delivers. That's why you see us everywhere. Call or email today to see how you can save more with JU discounted pricing. WB Mason, the official office supply provider of Jacksonville University.
JU Dolphins would like to thank the team behind the team. Baptist Health, proud to be the official healthcare provider of Jacksonville University Athletics. Baptist Health, changing healthcare for good. Call to the bullpen for Jacksonville. Jalen Hollins enters to make his debut for the Dolphins here this season. Hollins, a true freshman from Wake Forest, North Carolina. And he's another southpaw out there for JU. And the sixth pitcher used tonight.
Batting for the Pitt Panthers, catcher Riley Walsh.
Also staying in the game to play left field, Trace Burchard, while Tommy Joseph shifts from left down to first base. Here is the catcher, Riley Wash, to lead it off. He doubled his last time up. 1 for 4 here tonight. 7, 8, and 9 due up for Pitt here in the top of the ninth. They are leading 7-2 as a fastball from Hollins misses up high and away for ball 1. Hollins, a guy who Coach Edwards has been working closely with throughout the course of the fall. He delivers a fastball that is knocked high into foul territory right side, and it's Tommy Joseph who cannot hang on to it in foul territory. We'll see how Hollins does. 1 ball, 1 strike to count. Now, that pop-up for, I mean, it's funny how ball just seems to find you, right? Joseph playing out and left all day long. All of a sudden he goes in and deals with the highest fly ball he's had all day over at first base. Fastball down and in. 2 balls and a strike on Wash. Hollins with the glove up in front of his face, sets, and comes home. Fastball a little bit low, blocked by Reichman. 3-1. Hollins, one of 3 Dolphins making their debut here tonight. Jack Carver, who pitched before him, and also Brooks Reichman behind the plate. The 3-1 is stroked into left field for a base hit. Pinch runner for Pitt coming in for Wash. It's Dom Popa, the younger brother of Nico. And he gets a chance, the freshman does, to get into the ball game here tonight.
Now running to first base for Pitt, number 6, Dom Popa. For the catcher, Riley Wash.
Brock Franks, the shortstop, climbs back in.
Shortstop, Brock Franks.
Big lead for Popa over at first. He has appeared in 1 game with 1 at-bat so far to his credit. And Franks fouls off the first pitch he sees on a bunt attempt. He tried to sneak down a bunt earlier in this ball game. On the first pitch he saw and was unable to get it down. He didn't actually offer at it, I should say. The pitch was down and outside. But that's the first time he's actually gotten the barrel to it, but pops it up foul. Squaring to bunt again. And it's down and outside. Ball to strike now to Franks. Runner at first. Nobody out. Top of the 9th. Pitt leading 7-2. Grabsky has charged in at third in each of the last 2 at-bats. Anticipating that bunt coming from Franks. The 1-1. And a high pitch up and in, and Franks does a nice job getting it down. Joseph charges in to field it at first and flips underhand to the covering Kyle Richardson at the bag for out number 1 there. A sacrifice for Franks moves Wash into scoring position.
For Pitt.
That's the pinch runner, Popa,
Jordan
not Wash.
Anderson.
Here's Jordan Anderson, the center fielder. Walked a couple of times here tonight in RBI opportunities. He takes a fastball for a strike on the outside corner. Jacksonville has used 4 now of the left-handers in the pen here this evening out of the 6 pitchers used. Nice looking slider on the inside corner, but just missed a little bit in. And it's 1-1 to Anderson. Hollins with the glance back to second base. Time called by Anderson. Swing and a miss, and now 1-2 the count on Anderson. 8 left-handers in the Jacksonville staff this year. I mean, that is a number that I have never seen even close to the amount of in my time here. I think there was about maybe 4 or 5 back in the 2014 season. I memean, there are years in which it felt like there was one. I may be exaggerating a little bit there. The 1-2 pitch down in the dirt, 2-2. And leads to just kind of an interesting setup this year. Not that you're necessarily thinking all that differently. A pitcher's a pitcher when it comes down to it. They got to throw balls and strikes no matter what arm they're using. But when it comes to setting up lineups and approaching lineups, it could help play into Jacksonville's favor this year. The 2-2. Fastball a little bit low, full count. Of those southpaws, Jagger, McCoy, Adrian Garistazu, and Tyler Nauman are the only returners that pitched last year. Parker Murphy was on the team last year, was recovering from Tommy John surgery. Payoff pitch, hit on the ground sharply towards short. Backhanded sliding by Jalila, throws, but his throw pulls Joseph off the bag, and the speedy Anderson beats it out. Sensational play by Jalila, just getting to that baseball and giving himself a chance at a play there, but perfectly placed by Anderson for an infield single, and there are runners at the corners with one out, and the top of the order, Sky Duff. Sky Duff had 10 at-bats on the season coming into today. This is his 6th time to the plate here today. May only be his 4th at-bat as he has walked a pair of times. The lefty watches the first pitch at the belt for a strike. Runners at the corners, one out. The freshman Jalen Hollins on the mound. Squaring to bunt. Changeup called a strike on the outside corner. Duff pulled the bat back, but it called a strike anyway. Nothing in 2, the count on Duff. Hollins looking for out number 2 here. Time called and Duff steps out. Jacksonville traveling to Troy this weekend, and the Trojans playing UAB tonight. Played a 4-game set at home against Youngstown State this past weekend. Won the first 3 before dropping the Sunday contest. Breaking ball that is lifted in the air out toward foul territory left side. Grabski all the way over to the fence and runs out of room. Do it again. See how Troy did tonight against UAB. Well, they're up 10-3 right now in the top of the 9th, so it looks like they're on their way to their 4th win of the season. 0-2 pitch, and a nice pitch there by Hollins to get a swing and a miss on a slider, and he picks up his first career strikeout for out number 2 here in the 9th. Nico Popa, who has had himself a day. He is a triple short of the cycle.
Nico Popa.
I guess if you want to go almost the complete cycle, if he got a triple and was hit by a pitch, then he'd have a double, a triple, a single, a homer, a walk, and a strikeout. But Popa stands in with runners at the corners and 2 outs. And a throw over to first, and Anderson back in standing up. So this weekend, 3-4 Jacksonville at Troy. Another good test for the Dolphins as Hollins comes home and saws off Popa on that first pitch to make it 0-1. 7 o'clock on Friday night, followed by a 4 o'clock Saturday, then 2 o'clock Sunday finale from Troy, Alabama. Dolphins facing a team from the Sun Belt for the first time this year, the Fun Belt. The 0-1. Swing and a miss. Of course, Jacksonville, former members of the Sun Belt Conference for many years, up until 1998 when the team transitioned to what was then the Transatlantic Athletic Conference. They quickly became the Atlantic Sun, now just the A-Sun, 4 capital letters. Can't find it in the dictionary. I've tried. The 0-2. Runner goes and a foul ball out of play. And Jacksonville now the second longest tenured member of the league behind only the Stetson Hatters. And some new blood entering the league starting next year as well. 3 new schools joining the conference: Central Arkansas, Jacksonville State, and Eastern Kentucky, all set to join the league in the fall of this year. Another 0-2 pitch and another foul ball straight back. League keeps getting bigger. Will be interesting to see how they approach conference play. Do they set up divisions again? The league, when Jacksonville played in the Sun Belt, there was a north and a south. And the geography of the makeup of the team could lend itself to something in those type of parameters again, too, if the league so chose to do it. Runners at the corners, 2 outs, the 0-2. Strike 3 called, and Hollins paints the outside corner to Popa, and he strikes out 2 in a row to strand 2 men on in his Jacksonville debut. Last chance for Jacksonville upcoming. Dolphins trailing 7-2 as we head to the bottom of the ninth. You're listening to Jacksonville University Baseball from Van Wagner and the Jacksonville Dolphins Sports Network.
While the world is staying home, the need to save lives never stops. Those of us who are part of the Baptist Health family know that the work we are called to do has never been more important than right now. So, to everyone who has made sacrifices, big or small, in order to continue serving our community, thank you, Baptist Health, the official health care provider of the Jacksonville Dolphins.
DoubleTree by Hilton Jacksonville Riverfront resides on the south bank of the St. Johns River in downtown Jacksonville. DoubleTree is where an exceptional locale blends with an array of amenities, personable service, and a better night's sleep. When we're not napping in our luxe bedding, you can probably find us relaxing by the riverfront pool, jogging along the Riverwalk, or sipping a cocktail at our on-site Roots Chris Steakhouse. DoubleTree by Hilton Jacksonville Riverfront, a proud partner of the Jacksonville Dolphins.
Pitching for Pitt, number 26, Ramon Padilla. Pitching for the Panthers, number 31, Steven
Bottom of the ninth, Jacksonville trailing 7-2 to Pitt here at home tonight on this Tuesday, the mid-week opener for both teams. And some changes here for Pitt. New catcher, Ramon Padilla, who takes the place of what was the pinch runner, Dom Popa, in the lineup, hoping he doesn't have to hit or anything at this point. New pitcher as well. Steven Hansen takes over on the mound after McCrum goes 2 1/3 of relief.
Now batting for the Dolphins, right fielder.
And here is Eli Flowers to lead things off. Flowers, Grabsky, and Richardson here for Jacksonville in the bottom of the ninth as the Dolphins look to rally. Flowers entered the ballgame as a pinch hitter back in the 6th, delivered an RBI single. And the first pitch is a fastball on the outside corner for a strike to the lefty swinging Flowers from the right-handed throwing Steven Hansen. Manalapan, New Jersey native, a transfer from Iona, and a swing and a tip into the mitt of Padilla for a strike. Farming those MAC schools to fill out the roster this year. from a Monmouth transfer to an Iona transfer as he goes to a breaking ball in the outside corner that just misses out. Hansen also in his first year with the Panthers, making his second appearance of his Pitt career. Picked up a save this past weekend, pitched 4 innings of relief. And he locates strike 3 on the outside corner to Flowers for out number 1 here in the ninth.
For the Dolphins, third baseman, Jackson Grabsky.
Here is Jackson Grabsky. 1 out, base is empty, bottom of the ninth. Jacksonville trailing 7-2. Grabsky today, 1 for 2. Single, a walk, and a ground out. First pitch he sees, misses low for a ball. Hansen 4 years at Iona before joining Pitt this year, the 1-0. And a slicer to the right side, headed for the gap in right center field and down for a base hit. Grabsky with a 2-hit day, a big turnaround first base, and he beats a hasty retreat back to the bag. First multi-hit game of the freshman's career, and it gives Jacksonville a 1-out base runner here in the ninth. And a pinch run hitter, for Jacksonville in the 9-hole, Duncan Hunter.
Change your attention. Now batting for your Jacksonville Dolphins, number 24, Duncan
Hunter off the bench.
Hunter.
This is his 10th at-bat of the season. He has started 2 of the 4 games, has appeared in all 4 for Jacksonville, now 2 for 9 so far this year with a pair of singles. First pitch he sees, a swing and a miss at a breaking ball away. Hansen sets and fires, and Hunter with a swing and a miss, and he's behind 0-2. Hansen, an accomplished pitcher during his time at Iona. All-MAC second-team selection in 2019. Started 14 games that year for the Gales. 0-2. Down and outside for ball 1. He was a preseason All-MAC selection heading into last year. Started all 4 of his appearances, struck out 24, walked just 6 before the season ended, and decided to change addresses for his final season. Try his hand at ACC ball. The 1-2. Hard hit ground ball to the left side and off the glove of the third baseman Duff, rolling into shallow left field. Grabsky turns around second base, but holds up there.
Now batting for the Dolphins, center fielder, Ruben Samaya.
So an error on the third baseman Duff. And Hunter reaches. Grabsky moves down to second base. And here's the top of the order again, Ruben Samaya. 1 for 4 tonight. Runners at first and second. Jacksonville trailing 7-2 in the bottom of the ninth, trying to rally here. First pitch he sees. Samayan with a base knock into left field. Grabsky held up at third as Hess is up with it quickly. And he misses the cut and it goes all the way home anyway. But Jacksonville has the bases loaded with 1 out of the ninth. Well, Coach Hayes talked this past weekend.
For the Dolphins,
talked about what he has liked about his group here in the early going. It's just the competitive nature, competing. Every last strike, every last out. And here we go. Still a lot of work to do, but Jacksonville certainly battling here to the bitter end. Dakota Jalila with the bases loaded and 1 out. Jacksonville trailing by 5. Jalila just looking for a base hit. And he fouls the first pitch he sees at a play to the right side. Hanson's 0-1. Jalila to the shortstop, Franks. Underhands the second. Yanni on to first. And a double play ends it for Pitt. And they finish with a 7-2 win here tonight over Jacksonville, and the Panthers improve to 3-1 on the season here in their season opening Florida road trip. Jacksonville drops to 0-4 on the year, and the Dolphins head on the road this weekend to battle the Troy Trojans for 3 in Alabama. This broadcast has been authorized under rights granted by Jacksonville University to Van Wagner. The accounts and descriptions of this broadcast may not be retransmitted in any form without the express written consent of Van Wagner and Jacksonville University Athletics. The executive producer of this broadcast is Ashton Golson. Special thanks, as always, to the JU Athletics Communications Office for their help. I'm Scott Manzi saying so long from John Sessions Stadium. Your final score, Pitt 7, Jacksonville 2. Tune into our next broadcast this weekend. Got some women's basketball on deck for you as Jacksonville hosts Kennesaw State on ESPN+. Until then, I'm Scott Manzi saying so long. This has been a presentation of Jacksonville University Athletics.